to an extra special Healy Hangout. I'm absolutely delighted to announce that we have some really amazing special guests here. We are co-creating magical stuff with some magical people, which is so exciting. And would just like to just introduce everybody. So first of all, I'll introduce myself. So my name is Abbey. If you don't know me already, I created a Hangout with Vicky, my partner in crime, my partner in energy frequency crime.
She was talking about that new medical device that scans you and can helps you with problems and bring you back in balance. And at that time, I went through my menopause, and it was like a hell of a menopause I had. And then I followed a Zoom about the Healy. She invited me to a Zoom about the Healy. And you know, when you got that feeling, I instantly felt, okay, this is it. This is what I need. This is the device I was waiting for, because I had already like a premonition. One day there will be like a device that you can tap from the universe, energy, frequencies, that you also can heal yourself. And I instantly felt, okay, this is it. Then I ordered it and gave it a try. And imagine 7 years of going through hell with menopause already changed my life in just 1 week working with the Healy. So I was flabbergasted. I was wow. And then in 3 weeks, all my problems were gone. Even the side effects, like when you come in the menopause, you get like a bigger tummy and the handles on the back. I'm not a thick person, but I gained weight through my menopause, and I did a lot of things like sports, diets, and I didn't lose weight on that places. So I noticed that I lost weight also. So I was passionate and thrilled about the Healy, and then I started talking to family, friends. At that time, there was no hair on my head. I was thinking, oh, I'm going to do business with Healy. But because I was so passionate, and people start asking, where can I order? And then in like 3 weeks, I had already a team of like 24 people. And yeah, and then I went to New Zealand to visit friends in New Zealand, and it was in February, from February to March. So I traveled through the Corona period, because we went with the journey was booked a year before, so we flew with Korean Air. So we were in the in the center of the Corona with my family, 5 persons. We traveled from 10th of February to the 15th of March. So none of us got Corona. And the thing was, we were in Korea at the airport, and I got so a feeling, think I'm gonna see what the resident said. And I did a scan, and it said like 49% protection. So I was, ooh, wow. And I said to my family members who already, and my daughter, my son-in-law, my husband, I said, guys, put on your Heelys, run protection program, because it's not good here. And then of course the buyer support a lot, but we got home, and 2 days later we got in the lockdown. But I was in New Zealand, and I talked with friends about the Healy, and there was a friend of mine, and she had a severe depression for years, which I didn't know. She told anybody, and the first thing that popped up was the depression. And she said, well, you know what, when that device can scan and says what's wrong with me, because nobody knows, just her husband and a close friend, that she had depression. Even I didn't know. And she said, when that device can scan and says I have a depression, I have to have that. And then from there on started. So she got in touch with other healers in New Zealand, and yeah, now I'm at the moment that I have a team of 1,470 people now. So, yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. And my goal is, that's where I want to end with. My goal is, because I'm so passionate, I'm so believer of the Healy, I want to help people around the world as much as I can. I reach to people around the world so that they have the same luck and lucky feeling as I have and benefits from the Healy. Because I did it I'm a Reiki master, chakra therapist, energy healer. I'm also in helping people, but now with that tool, yeah, that is, you can people help the maximum. That's what my goal is. Yeah. The right food or water or whatever your body needs. That's the magic of the tool. It keeps you in awareness, and everything starts from the position of I'm aware. I know what I have to do, what's good for me, for my body, for my health, for my environment. And as everybody uses the unconditional love, the coherence frequencies, it puts you in a state of alignment. And that's how we came up to you and starting to co-create, because we are from the same soul tribe. We vibe on that higher level of awareness.
That's just like so exciting for me. I just wanted to also just like, ask how, what your plan is, what your mission is actually, all three of you, if any of you want to just share what that's going to be and how you see that in the future.
Let's bring it in on the full moon energy.
The full moon energy. Well, somewhere in December, we were preparing for a very important webinar as well with Dr. Paul Clayton. It's another interesting personality. And we were preparing the slides, and suddenly I saw myself writing 1 million people we want to inspire, motivate, and guide towards a healthier, a higher quality of life, a healthier mind in a more vital body. And I was writing this and I was thinking, oh my God, 1 million people. And it's there, it's still there. And even today, I really believe Marcus Schmicke says he wants to have 100 million families having the Healy in-house, for they can heal and they can use it in their families. So I think at one moment our goal will be much higher than this, but we all are leaders. So if you change something, you share it with the next person next to you, because you can't keep it from being shared. People just ask you, what are you doing? What are you taking? We just use the Healy. We do the end story, but yeah, it's something, it's what the husband of Fabienne always says, what is this? And he says something you need as well. So it's just a sharing. You just start to laugh, you just start to share. And if you see today what is out there on the mass media, then it's definitely not really helping you to detox from stereotypes, no? So it's really, we really need something to really create this higher vibration, and laughing is very good, and co-creating with you guys is super magical. So we need more, and so people that really love this vibe, I would say, just come and hang out with us as much as you can, because you will be yeah, you don't need a vaccine for this. You will be infected by our by our higher frequency, and so it will really improve your quality of life. That's for sure. That's 200% guarantee. We hear so many stories. So yeah, it's really an add-on. It's something. We have a lot of therapists now that have bought extra Healys, so they can give it with their patients in between sessions, so people can really continue to work on themselves, and they can start using the Healy, and so they can use it, and then afterwards eventually buy one if they like it and they really feel a difference. but it's really amazing what it can bring your practice to a next level as well. So
I listened to a webinar of Marcus this evening. It was 2 hours. It was especially about the coil, and he also showed us Healy has done some studies now, and like we are coming out of the study world, and this could be very interesting for therapists as well, therapists and holistic doctors, because now they have scientific proof that it works. And the guy, the doctor who was really, how should I say, a top-notch scientist who does clinical studies all his life, I would say. He did a randomized controlled trial with the Healy, and then also with the Healy with the straps on the around the bandages on the arms, and then with the coil. And he said normally if you have a medical device, a bioenergetic medical device, to see if there is an improvement, we should be around 0.5. And Healy was in because they analyze different topics, and in the especially the coherence, and then in the other topic I can't remember because it was 2 hours and I was in between eating and it was so much, but the coherence I remember, and there was another one, were above 1.2. And even the professor, Marcus, was really, he said, wow, I would have never expected these results. And the professor also said, because they're going to publish now it in a scientific paper, they are going to see which paper, if the topic can go into that paper or not. Otherwise, the guy is, he published more than 500 different studies where he was the first author. So they really are up to the next level at Healy as well. I always say, if people are sometimes, they are saying, yes, I have a problem with my Healy and it's not starting and this and this. I always say to the people, well, before you didn't have anything. If this is the only thing that you have to switch on and off your mobile phone and to reset your Healy to get it started all over again, if this is the only thing you have to do to have those results, it's how you look, how you perceive those things. So all those different kinds, it's like you had the iPhone 0.1. He also had a lot of issues at that time. Healy is really a starting business. And for all the people who are starting now, I think this is important to know as well, or you're a therapist or not. But you know, you have the early adapters. If you have something new, you always have the early adapters. And then at that time, afterwards, you get the momentum. Well, with Healy, we are still in the early adopter phase. We are not yet in the momentum. So if you already have a Healy, you know about a lot about the Healy. Well, we are the first, well, let's say the founding members of the company, because if they continue like this, and Holper, the guy who has the money, who is the investor, especially together with Marcus, who is the inventor, well, if they see what results they get from a randomized trial study, if they continue like this and this and this, well, I always say to people, frequency therapy, frequency medicine, vibrational medicine, that's the future of medicine. So I think we can thank God, or thank, I am not a believer, but thank the universe. Let me say it like that. Thank the universe that Healy crossed our path so early, because there is a long way to go for Healy, and this is just the start of an incredible company and an incredible tribe and an incredible international tribe, as we are now all co-creating. And he was also talking about these things, Marcus, so it was very interesting, and there is a nice future for all of us, I think, and for our health, our physical, emotional, spiritual health, and also for our wealth, if people want to do something with the Healy as a business as well.
Soon.
No, but this is something you're absolutely right. We should do it very regularly to keep the people updated. What's going on with Healy? What are the new things, and so on. And then together with Roy Martina, it is really an added value in the whole process of Healy, because really he knows a lot about vibrational medicine. He's really into it. His wife is a doctor in psychology. She's living in the quantum field, to say, if I can, because I know her, and I followed already a few of her courses. Really, she's up to a lot of things, and she knows what's happening, and she's really, I say she lives in the quantum field. So for her, the Healy, they also have my other device that I say, the biocharger, that I first bought, so they can also compare what's the one, what's the other one. And I hope to meet Roy in the couple of months to discuss about my other device as well, because we also, if we are organizing retreats, that's what we intend to do with the Reset Your Health company, organizing retreats all over the world about health and all the 7 pillars and the different topics. Well, my biocharger will be there as well at that moment, when we can sit around, not a campfire, but a biocharger, and to charge up the whole thing. And really, they also upgraded. There are more than 1,000 programs in this machine. And when I had the lady on the phone a few weeks ago, she said, yeah, they have this and this and this and this, and this is all new. So I was really excited. And then I went to Italy to see Heidi, but I have to phone her back and to say, just keep me updated, because there's so many things as well. And this is also vibrational medicine. It's really, wow. I say this is really the future of medicine. And I'm in medicine for 39 years. This is really the future.